you. That's you today.
係啦，第二個咧就係現在嘅你啦。
That's who you are, and the day-to-day activities is your primary focus.
嗱，呢個你咧就係你每日而家所做緊嘅行動啊，你每日嘅行為啊嚇。
Some of us spend too much time focusing on what we're doing today.
有好多人咧會將佢嘅焦點擺好多我而家今日有啲咩要做，將佢所有時間精神都擺咗落去。
We live day to day.
我哋咧繼續每日重複而家做緊嘅嘢。
We don't think much about the past.
冇乜諗將來以往嘅嘢咯。
We don't think much about the future.
亦都唔會計劃將來。
We just worry about what we got to do today.
淨係手忙腳亂，不停做而家做緊重複嘅事情啫。
I think the majority of human beings live in the present you.
大多數嘅人咧生活都喺一個咁嘅狀況裏面啊。
We live in what we need to do today.
成日都掛住今日有啲咩做，今日有啲咩做。
We don't spend a lot of time thinking about why we're doing what we're doing today.
但係冇認真諗下，其實點解我要做呢樣嘢咧？
It's just become a habit.
只不過你係習慣咗，唔做唔得。
And then we have the future you.
好啦，第三個就係將來嘅你啦。
The you that you want to become.
好啦，呢個你就係到底將來你期望你會達成嗰個咩
Those
結果？
dreams and aspirations that you have.
你嘅夢想，你嘅遠景，哇，將來係咁樣嘅喎。
Now a lot of times it's hard to focus on the future you.
有好多人咧係好難去集中焦點喺佢嘅將來裏面。
Because sometimes we don't understand who that may be.
有時甚至連自己都唔知將來嘅自己
Or
係
when
點。
it will come to pass.
會係點樣去經歷一個咩過程咧？
But that's the most important thing you should be focusing on.
但係原來呢個先係你人生當中最重要嘅焦點所在。
Who do you want to be in the future?
你將來你想成為一個咩人呢？
If you understand who that person is,
如果你明白將來呢個人係點樣嘅話，
the attributes and the character of that person,
到底呢人嘅角色嘅扮演係點嘅？
you'll start to live your life towards becoming that
你就會
person.
開始咧轉變你自己咧，去慢慢成為呢個人啦。
Focus on who you want to become.
快啲將你嘅焦點集中，望一望將來嘅你應該係點樣。
Understand who that person is.
明白一下咧，呢個人係一個咩人？
Understand those characteristics you need to develop.
呢個人有咩特性或者性格呢？
You know, I think that's the next slide.
好啦，
What
我
you
哋
need to do is write a personal mission statement.
開始為自己咧寫一個你自己嘅核心價值，或者應該叫做你明啦。
You got it?
Yeah, they got it.
They got it.
They got
Good. See, you always need some help, don't you?
Maybe.
So it says there, begin with the end in mind.
將你嘅將來咧擺落你而家嘅心裏面，由呢個作為一個開始。
The best exercise to do this
最好嘅練習係咩呢？
is to think about, and we all don't want to think about it, but it's important to do it,
有一樣嘢咧係相當需要做嘅，但係好多人都唔想做嘅。
is to think about your funeral.
諗有一日，如果你要離開呢個世界嘅時候，
Now, most of us don't like to think about that,
大多數
right?
人都唔會諗啦，係咪？
But how important it can be for you to understand who you want to be.
你會嘗試諗下就係原來呢樣嘢咧好重要啊，對於你。
So I want you to visualize right now the services that you'll have when you've passed away.
好啦，你想象一下，當你離開呢個世界當日，咁通常都有啲儀式啦。喺呢個日子裏面，嗰個場景係點嘅咧？
If you can visualize who the people are at your services,
你會想象到就係呢個人離開呢個世界，當日哇，成個現場或者哇，你見到呢個人其實係一個咩人嚟嘅？
who's going to be those people that you associated and touched while you were here during your life?
咩人會喺呢個最後一日裏面去送你一程呢？
Who do you want to be there?
你會同啲咩人聯繫上咧？喺你人生
Do
當
you
中
want just several people to be there?
會唔會只得3幾個人去參與嗰個儀式？
Or would you want lots of people to be there?
還是你會受到好多人嘅愛戴，好多人會去
And
呢個
the,
日子裏面咧？
and the people that are there, what are they saying about you?
佢哋會講啲咩説話咧？去點樣去講下呢位離世嘅朋友其實係點？
I'm sure many of us have gone to a funeral service.
有啲朋友我諗都去過一啲咁嘅儀式啦。
And you know that you spend a lot of time talking about memories that you've had of that person.
喺呢啲時間，好多時你都會同即係現場嘅人講下我記得呢位朋友以往在生嘅時候。
Oh, remember when we went on that trip and we had such a great time and Johnny fell into the ocean and
你會講
You
呢位
remember
朋
those
友佢喺
memories.
在世嘅時候，我哋曾經去過咩地方旅行，當日幾開心啊！當日佢跌咗落海度，唔知點樣玩法咁樣。
What are the stories that the people at your funeral are going to tell about you?
到底現場嘅人會講述一個咩嘅故事呢？
How are they going to talk about you?
佢哋點會評論你呢？
Are they going to say you were a mean, ugly, old geezer that never did anything nice to anybody?
佢會講呢個人又黑人憎啦，又咩又討厭啦，各樣唔好嘅説話會評議你呢？
Or are they going to say, what a kind person,
還是會講呢個人係一個好仁慈、好仁愛嘅人，
would
好
help,
慷
would
慨
do anything for you,
會為身邊嘅朋友咧做好多事情，
was always there to support you,
經常咧都喺我哋身邊支持住我哋，
touched so many lives,
觸動好多人嘅生命，
was a great leader,
一個非常之偉大嘅領袖。
someone who always you wanted to be around,
好多人都希望能夠成為好似呢
who
個
was
人咁樣
positive,
非常之正面嘅，
who gave back to others.
將所有嘢咧回饋俾身邊
Are
嘅人。
those some of the attributes you'd like to hear about yourself?
有幾多人想聽到呢啲咁嘅評議啊？
Well, guess what?
你想象一下，
What you do today,
乜嘢今日你做緊嘅話，
what you say tomorrow,
或者同你身邊嘅人
how
講，
you
將聽日
treat people next
點
week
樣對待身邊嘅人，
is what they're going to say about you
最
at
終
your
咪得到
funeral service.
喺呢個日子裏邊得到咩評價啦？
It's what happens right now.
係而家發生緊嘅喎。
So you can't think about that when you're dead
你想象唔到當日會有咩結果嘅。
because it's too late.
如果到時你先做，你做唔切㗎啦。
You have to act now.
係而家要開始做㗎啦喎。
You have to be that person now in order for them to say those kinds of
係
things.
啦，俾目標自己成為一個咁嘅人，將來你會得到身邊嘅人咁好嘅評議啊！
But too many of us live in today.
好多人就係生活喺現在呢
We're
一刻
too
裏面，
worried about ourselves.
淨係掛住自己想要嘅
We're
嘢，
too worried about what we get
淨係諗住自己我會得到啲乜呢？
that we forget to work on who we want to be.
你冇想象過到底我自己其實期望得到一個將來係點嘅結果？
Do you understand how important it is
有冇知道呢樣嘢對你幾重要呢？
to understand who you want to be?
明白自己想成為一個咩嘅人？
If there's anything that you take from tonight's training,
如果今日咧喺會裏面你攞到啲咩嘅話呢？
I hope it is the belief you have in yourself,
希望你會首先攞到嘅就係對你自己嘅信念。
the belief that you can change,
一個信念就係你知道你可以轉變嘅，
the belief that you can be better,
呢個信念係你知道自己可以變得更好，
the belief that you can become the person you want to become.
能夠成為一個你想象中一個偉大嘅人。
So, once you think about those things, I want you to write them down.
好啦，如果你有諗過嘅話，而家去寫低佢啦。
It can be as simple as I want to be honest.
我想成為一個正直誠實嘅人，
I want to be friendly.
我想成為一個友好嘅人，
I want to be successful.
我想成為一個有成就又成功嘅人。
Do you get the idea?
明唔明白啊？可以寫低佢嘅噃，
Write attributes down of who you want to be.
寫低呢啲咁嘅特性你想成為一個咩人？寫低佢
Whenever you write something down,
咩嘢你寫低嘅話呢？
the better chance is you remember it.
你容易記得嘅，
The better chance is you believe in it.
你就會更多嘅機會咧可以相信而且
The
得到。
better chance is you'll act on it.
你就會更多機會咧會真正具體有行動啦。
So I want you to make a commitment,
好啦，寫低咗之後咧，你有一個承諾喎。
whatever it is.
無論你嘅目標係乜，
If it's forever, if it's doing something else, if whatever it is in your life, make a commitment.
無論係關於 forever 唔關於 forever 唔重要嘅，喺你人生裏面咩事情你想要嘅，寫低你要嘅嘢，訂立一個承諾。
It's just like a professional athlete,
好似一個專業運動員啦，
like a gymnast.
一個體操運動員啦。
Have you ever watched the gymnasts in the Olympics?
有冇人睇過啲體操運動員嘅比賽啊？
They're amazing, aren't they?
好神奇嘅呢啲動
They're
作啊，
precise and perfect in every move they make.
精確完美嘅動作。
Does a gymnast just wake up one morning and say, I'm going to be a gymnast in the Olympics?
好啦，呢啲體操運動員會唔會突然間瞓醒？我要成為一個體操運動員先，
No.
跟住就成功咗啦？會唔會㗎 ？No，
It takes
唔會啊。
years and years,
係好多年嘅一個經歷，
hours and hours and hours
好多個每個小時嘅訓練，
for them to get to the point where they can compete in the
因而
Olympics.
可以擁有呢個咁樣嘅 表現喺佢比賽嘅時候。